Alright, handyman Lou here. My pinion angle is off. Way off. This says 10 degrees facing up towards the floor. Right here at the axle, where they tell you to measure it, it still says 8.5, 8.5 degrees off. I gotta remove the leads. I gotta remove the U-bolts. Sometimes they strip. Got a brand new set for both sides. By the way, spoiler alert, never mind, the Caltracs are on the way with the QA1 shocks. They're on the way. But for now, there is a 1-inch block inside here, which is not part of the vehicle. That was put in there by some other guy who lowered the truck. He had the truck lowered 4 inches. I took out the 3-inch blocks, readjusted these, and put in just the 1-inch block. But now I'm going to take out the 1-inch block and see if it comes down, the rear corrects itself the way it's supposed to be sitting. If not, I have some 2-inch wedges here. Just one set. If I need more, I'm going to order more today. I will find out, because I got to take it apart. I got to take the lower bracket off again when the Caltracs come here, so I could do the Caltrac system. Corvette Caltrac, best in the business, and Q and A1 shocks, single adjustable. We're back here. I'm leaving the front ones as stock. They're brand new up there. Everything, the whole front end is brand new. I haven't even driven the truck that much. I've only driven the truck, so one time, clear across down to back into Philadelphia, back in all the way down north Philly up near the boulevard, just for a special occasion once. And then I drove it in the hot sun, and it ran into 220, back down to 210. I'm sorry, 200. Come back up and sitting still at 220. Goes back down to 200, 195. If you get a long stretch and run. So then, that evening it did cool off, and it stayed well below 195 the whole ride down home. And I was taking streets only. I never took the 95 because they were doing the construction up there, so I didn't want to get stuck, stop and go traffic. So I'm just trying to figure out how can I get my jack stands with this limited amount here. I only got a limited amount of room on this side. Is it this side? It's this side. Because I got to jack this up, of course, then put the jack stands so that the rear is resting on the springs, so that I can release these U-bolts, take out the block, bring the rear into contact with the actual leaf springs, and see, just by eye, I will know if it, kind of let itself down. Then, if it doesn't, I'll take it. I got the measure. I got a tool, anyways. I got a cell phone pinion angle on the cell phone app. I'll put the 2 inches in there to give it even more of a rate downwards. And if I need more, I'll order more. The Caltrac should be here Saturday. So I'll have to loosen these bolts again when I get ready to do it. Yeah, this is why I left the blocks, the 1-inch blocks in there. because these here spring perch U-bolts for the rear were set up for the 4-inch block, and I had cut off the extra extension. They were all the way down here. So when I put the rear down to the actual spring, I had no more where I couldn't screw it up any higher. Couldn't tighten it up. So I put the 1-inch blocks back in there. That's why I did that. Now I remember. It was like 2 summers ago. I did it on the ground outside. Again, I'm trying to figure out how can I jack this bad boy up. Put some springs in here. And put the jack stands up in here. Where's the other one at? It's over here on the floor. Yeah. Put this up here on the lip. Get it ready. Well, jack off on one side at a time, I guess. This fucking thing, this thing here is, it's sketchy for me. I mean, I'm not used to doing this in the lift. Used to doing it right on the ground. I might just have to do that. Take the truck out, turn it around, and bring it in. Do it from the rear side. And that way I know what I got to do. You know what? So all I got to do then is get the jack underneath there, jack it out, put the jack stands under here, lay down on the cardboard, and remove. Let me see, I got 4 on that side, plus the traction bars, that's 8, and the shocks, 9. 9 bolts, really. Think about it. 9 bolts. Let me see. That's great. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take the car out. Truck out, come back in this way, because I added a pad outside. See, the garage is, I need a little more room, so I added 10 feet out there, past the door. I got 10 feet more. I'm going to order 10 feet of structural pieces so I can extend this garage out 10 feet that way. Had I known from the jump door, I would have bought, this is 20 feet now, so 10 feet will give me 30 by 18. The 18 is side to side, which I have plenty of room that way. But that extra 10 feet that way will allow me to take the car off the ramp, remove an engine, remove the engine if I have to. It allows me room to move around just at the bottom of the ramp. Alright, let me get back with you. When I start the car up and pull it out and bring it back in, I'll turn you back on. Because I think I didn't show you the, I put in the needle and jet. The needles, seat. And now the car's running. Anyway, get back to you in a few minutes. Alright, so this is how I was judging the rear being off an angle from this sitting here, and I look at it it was just, I mean, it literally was trying to, it was facing up there. The drive shaft was actually, the U-joints were actually a little extended bent. So now, it's more in line with the drive shaft itself. It is in perfect leniency. So it's like 3 degrees. Alright, so as I was saying, that the way I was checking it was, I could see this whole angle was shooting way up in the air. I think it was something like this before, where my hand is. And I took the 1-inch block out and put in 4 inches of wedging in here. It brought it down 4 inches. It needs 2 more to be exact 0. So it's off by just about 3 degrees. Over here, 3 point something, and right here is low 3 number. So it would be, if I put in 2 more degrees on them blocks, wedges, then I'd be perfect, almost perfect. So now, I still have tightened everything up. Nothing's tight. All this has got to get tightened up so you can bounce off. It's that, you know, I'm looking for all the bolts now, not washers and bolts. These shocks are like brand new. I can barely pour shit off. Whew. Damn. That was fucking bad. Yeah. Okay. Now. So, in there, I gotta cut them again. We gotta cut these guys again. My air power won't do. It's not strong enough. So we're going to hand tighten it. hand tighten this bad boy. I don't know why she keeps turning it off. Trying to do some documentation here. Keeps turning off. Alright, so we have to shorten up these bad boys up again. This socket doesn't reach up there. Wait a minute, let me try chrome sockets. Let's go with a chrome socket. They go a little deeper. Well, that one's tight for sure. Let's get this one tightened up. Yeah, it's tight. That one's tight. And they're tight. They are tight. Trust me, they're tight. There. Alrighty then, we are now, I feel much better that that rear ain't sticking up in the air like it was. I didn't even know it was doing that. The friggin' thing is probably knocking off the, you know, it could blow the fuck up any minute. Alright, we go inside and document this here on YouTube. This is the outro. Rear pinion angle is fixed by sticking in, taking out the 1-inch block and putting in 4 inches of wedges. The 1-inch block literally had the rear facing up in the air, this angle up. So lesson learned there, guys. Only thing I messed up was I jacked it up right here and it ripped the lights. But I'm sure, I know for a fact that these lights will work all the way up to a certain point where it gets supposed to get cut off at. So we'll still have lights. Anyways, that part is done. Saturday, Caltrex. I gotta pull this bolts out. I gotta take this off again and put the Caltrex ones in here. I think I'll order some wedges, two more inches, one on each side. We'll bring this down almost to 0. It'll be like 1 degree off. All right, now Handyman Lou out with the S10 V8 swap.